Good morning, my beautiful souls. Well, it's morning here. It may not be morning to you. I hope this day finds you well. We're going to dive into the energy and see what wants to come through, whatever collective is coming through the strongest. So we have at the bottom of the deck, once I shuffled these, we had separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you. This is somebody uncertain about the future. This could be anyone attached to you. If you're in separation from someone right now, if you've had a falling out with somebody and have disconnected, it could be a family member, someone you're just estranged with at the moment. It could be a lover as well. It could be a partner, a spouse, whatever, that you and them are not really on speaking terms at the moment, or abundance fell out. Positive mindset, manifest, gratitude, bliss. I feel like I feel like the focus is like, I feel like you and this person have been using different means to distract yourselves from the problem in hand, to get your mind off of the fact that you're missing each other, that you're thinking about each other, that yeah, I feel like that's what the abundance card is. I feel like it's like you're focusing on the things that you are grateful for, that you know that you can control, that you know that you can sink your mind into, and not have to worry about things. A separation card. Look at that. Separation card out came out again. So that is a strong focus. Somebody is really thinking about you, really thinking about the fact that they don't like the separation between you and them. They really don't like it at all. They're wanting to find a way forward. Um, Not enough, lacking confidence, but yet again, they're lacking the confidence to do this. So that's why you haven't heard from this person. If you're waiting to hear from this person, if you're in that mentality of, hey, I didn't do anything wrong, it's on them to reach out. This person is not going to reach out because they're not right now in the current mind frame that they're in. I think the abundance talked about you, my collective, and your focus. You're trying to get your mind off of things, keep your mind off of the situation, not think about it. Where this person, it's on their mind all the time. They're really beating themselves up at the moment, I feel like, because they don't have the confidence to come in and fix the problem. Whatever caused the problem in the first place, they don't see how to fix it. Because I feel like ego and fear, I feel like there's a part of them that knows by coming in, then they have to, may have to admit that they're wrong. They may have to take accountability for actions and things that they did. I feel like in this situation, I think it takes two to get to a point, but I feel like collective, you have come to terms with the situation in a degree. You're accepting of your part you played in it. You've accepted that responsibility and accountability for the part you maybe played in this, but this person hasn't. Is basically what it's coming down to. So let's go ahead. I want to move on and get our overall energy here. What's the overall energy we're dealing with right now, universe? What's the overall energy? What's the overall energy right now when it comes to the situation? Divergence. Okay. I feel like with this divergence card, I feel like it has to do with, because it's taking a different path, diverting your energy elsewhere. I feel like you and this person, the separation needed to happen for whatever reason. Things needed to shift. You couldn't go forward. You and this person couldn't go forward under the energy that you were currently in. And I have a feeling a lot of times when that happens, it comes down to a mindset. Somebody isn't seeing things from the other person's point of view. That could be both people. Both people aren't able to see the other person's perspective. And so the separation happens because you and the other person can't get on the same page, because you can't see the other person's point of view. And so it's easier just to go your separate ways, just to part ways until one or the other or both of you actually have come to a realization of what the other person, like once they understand the other person's point of view, then they're like, okay, I've accepted the situation. And I feel like collective, the people coming to this reading more than likely have come to that understanding. They understand why you understand why you and this person have parted ways. You understand what needs to change to go forward in this. It's almost like you kind of given yourself that self-love. You set those healthy boundaries with this person and said, you know what, I do love them, I do care about them, but we can't keep going on the way we've been going on. And I understand my part in it. I understand, I understand their perspective, but I understand what needs to change as well. And you're willing to meet this person halfway, but I feel like the other person is not quite there yet. Doesn't mean that they're not going to get there. It's just that they're not there quite yet. They're working on it. They're thinking about it. That thinking, the separation, really thinking about you missing you. You are definitely on this person's mind, and they do. They wouldn't be obsessing about it and obsessing about how to fix the situation or how to come into contact with you, or reunion with you, if they didn't want to fix the problem. They just haven't figured out how yet. They're still in that, see, 9 of Wands. They're still very guarded, very defensive, because they don't know how to resolve it. They, in their own mind, they haven't came to the conclusion of how to resolve the problem, because they're still feeling a certain way. Okay. So just understand that, this person just needs more time. That doesn't mean, I don't know if, we all have free will. So I don't know if this person will ever get to the point where they'll see their part that they played and they'll be able to adjust how they come in towards you or not. They may come in, sometimes people come in and they haven't changed. And that's where it's on us to decide. Do we just accept who they are, the way they want to show up in our life, or do we want to keep them at a distance and at arm's reach? That's our decision. That's our free will. And so we have the Emperor here. Oh, we had 2 other cards fall out. I'm taking these as clarifiers to the Emperor here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these underneath there. So because we had those wanted to come out, we have the Page of Cups. We'll do it like this. We have the Page of Cups and the Death card that is clarifying the Emperor. So again, this person, like, they understand that there's an ending. They do want to come in. They do want to transform this. The Page of Cups is somebody who does want to fix things. They want to apologize, but there's still, there's the death is twofold here. The death is, on one hand, is the ending of the ending of the relationship between you and this person, the separation that has occurred, and the other meaning of it is the fact that there's something that needs to come to an end before this person can come in and stand up and take action. This is Emperor is somebody that has confidence. This person, as we saw in the other cards, this is somebody who does not have confidence right now, that lacks the confidence to come in and be this Emperor. They're still sorting this out, and that's just confirming that. The cards that clarified that, they're just confirming what I said earlier. So let's go ahead. Let's get a couple more cards here. We have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, I really do feel like this person sees you as somebody they need or want in their life. It definitely, if it's a family member, it's somebody that definitely doesn't like that you and them are disconnected. Even if it's a spouse or somebody like that, is somebody that definitely sees your value in their life, or understands that there's something about you that they want you in their energy. Okay, let's put it that way. But it's up to you. Emperor and Empress. This could be, I'm not going to discount it. It could be a divine counterpart connection. We do have the Emperor and Empress coming out here, but this is how they view you. They view you as an Empress, somebody that's got their stuff together, somebody that knows what they want, that stands up for themselves, that isn't going to move easily. You stand on your morals and principles. You're very high value, and they understand that. They understand that you, in a sense, I feel like they understand you have the moral high ground in this situation. Whoever this is, they understand that it may be on them to fix the situation. Let me put it that way. Okay, so clarify the 9 of Wands. Give me one card on the 9 of Wands here. the Four of Wands. So yeah, this is reunion. So, but this is somebody who is defensive about coming in and building this foundation again. And I think it's because, the Nine of Wands, not only is it about being guarded, defensive, but it's also the card of the wounded warrior. It is somebody who is determined, no matter the consequences, no matter how much they've gone through. It's somebody that keeps persevering, that keeps pushing forward. And so they're continuing to put their energy and effort behind finding a way to build stability between you and them, okay, to rebuild that stability, to rebuild something. And it's both Wands energy. Wands energy is our passion. It's also our creative energy. So it really is this need or desire to bring this together, okay. So we've already clarified the Emperor. Those cards already came out. So I won't get any more there. Let's give me a card on this Ten of Cups, please. The Chariot. Okay, yeah. So this person does want to take action, but there is, I'm gonna say, they, as much as they want to take action, they're holding themselves back because they don't know how to take action, is what I'm getting. Give me one more card on this Chariot, please. Give me one more card. Let's clarify this Chariot further. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, they don't know how to invest. They want to go forward, but they're still stuck on, how do I do this? How do I make this happen? This is usually, there's a guy standing there with his head on a hoe or rake or whatever, and while things are growing in the background or around him. And so it's like, this is somebody that is taking their time. Because why? Because they want to invest. They want to invest in the connection, but they are, it's like they're still trying to figure out, how do I invest? And that's why they're not moving forward. I keep being drawn here to, let me pull this up real quick. I keep being drawn on this, that there is the Earth card here. I have the World. I'm being drawn to that as the World, a completion of a cycle. So this is saying, it's going back almost to this Death card over here. So it's going back to this Death card, in the fact that to complete a cycle, something needs to come to an end, and then we get the World card when something comes to an end, and a cycle completes. Then we have, the World card, and then the Fool, so it's the end of a cycle. So this is saying, this person wants to end this cycle. You both want to end this cycle, but this person has the Chariot in their energy. They want to end this cycle, but there's something that, even look at this. There's this, there's the World card back there, but it's almost being eclipsed. It's being shadowed. Because why? Because it's being the highlight is on something that needs to end, that's shadowing the completion of the cycle. There's something that's in the way, and this person hasn't targeted or hasn't pinpointed what that is, and they don't realize that is what's keeping them from coming in to you. They want to move forward, but something keeps stopping them. They want to move forward, but something keeps stopping them. It's like, starts, like they want to, but they hold back. And I think a lot of it is my guess, by seeing what's coming through here, is this person is fighting with their pride and their ego. That's what they're fighting. It's like, because their intuition is saying, go in and fix the problem, but their ego and the fear, and we had that. Let me see if I can find that separation card again. Was it separation? No. What was the card that came out? Give me a minute here to see if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. We'll put that out. Pull that out. So this is really the issue right here. And so there is this, because they are lacking a feeling like they're lacking confidence, which came out with that, was confirmed by the Emperor the Emperor clarified by the Page of Cups and the Death card, that this person is frustrated. They are frustrated because they're fighting with themselves. Okay, I'm surprised that the Eight of Swords hasn't come out on the table, honestly. But they do see, they see that they want you in their future. They want to move toward this. But again, it's like they don't know how to do it. They haven't figured it out yet. They haven't got that like that. It's until this person understands or can see things from your side of the fence, until they see that, they're not going to be allowed in. They're not going to be allowed forward because their intuition is telling them not to go in, not to approach you in the same behavior they did in the past, to not show up in the same way, to not make the problem worse. They're basically, their intuition is guiding them in that way, because the Chariot is also about taking the high ground, doing the right thing. It's about kind of like a spiritual awakening, which again is like, goes back to this fact that this person needs to become aware of you know your side of the story. Right now they're still stuck in their side of the story of almost like, can be a little bit of blaming you, or casting blame on someone else other than themselves a little bit. But this is why this divergence card is coming out, because you guys have been, there's a reason you parted ways, and there's there's a completion that needs to happen here. There's a lesson that needs to be learned. And by lesson, I just mean an awareness, an awakening awareness to one side of the fence, which I'm guessing is not you, my viewer, although roles can be reversed. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, it's meant for you. But it is saying that more than likely the person that you're coming to the table about, or this, if this reading is resonating for you, is someone who is, they don't see things from your side of the fence yet. And that's what the universe wants them to do. They want them to come back in with more compassion and empathy, because that's the only way you and them will be able to productively move forward, if that makes sense. So give me a clarification on the Empress, please. Give me a clarification on this Empress card. This is definitely how they see you. Can you believe that? What did I just say? What did I literally just say? I just said that I'm surprised the Eight of Swords is not on the table. Man, are they up in their head about you. Yeah, which we had that separation card, thinking of you, come out twice. And what did I say? They're thinking of you because they're obsessed right now, because they want to resolve the problem. They do not like you not being in their life in the way that you were before, and they're wanting to get you back. They see, here's the rub. Okay, here's the rub of the situation. They're wanting you to be back into their life, but they want you back in their life in the same capacity that you were before. But they see that you are now the Empress. And it doesn't matter your gender, male or female, Empress is just an energy. They're seeing you as someone who has their stuff together, that is okay with the separation. They know that they're the one with an issue. They know something needs to change. They know you've changed, and that things are never going to be the same again, because you're ready for you're ready for the new cycle. You're ready for things to change between you and this person. You're in I can take it or leave it. Let me put it that way. You're in an energy of, it'd be great if me and this person can resolve our problems. I'd love to have them in my life. But if we don't, I'm okay with that too. And they see this, and that's what's got them up in their head. That's what's got them so bewildered. It's like, oh my gosh, like, I have to do something differently. Things are never going to be the same between me and this person. What does that mean for us going forward? And that scares them. That unknown of what the dynamic between you and them going forward is going to be scares the living heck out of them, because before they could predict. They could predict what you were going to do. They could predict how you were going to react. But now you're not reacting the same way. So now it's like that's got them up in their head and they're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Their intuition is telling them that they need to change, that they need to approach differently, they need to do things differently, but they don't know what that is. And why? Because they haven't had the insight yet. They haven't quieted their mind. This is chaos of the mind right here. They haven't quieted their mind enough to understand, to listen to their intuition, which is trying to guide them, which is trying to help them see things from both sides of the fence. And they haven't seen that yet. And once they do, then they'll be allowed forward. But until that time, you and them are going to be parted ways, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. Sometimes this is a growing opportunity for this person. It's the universe is kind of trying to help this person learn to not just think about themselves. But this is almost giving me the vibe of someone that might tend to have, maybe be a little bit entitled, a little bit selfish, someone who maybe only thinks about themselves and not how their actions affect other people. They're only thinking about themselves most of the time. And so the universe is trying to help them by removing things out of their life or pulling them away from certain things in their life. It's trying to show, the universe is trying to show this person how try to help them become more compassionate and empathetic toward others, to be more kind and compassionate toward other people, to realize that it's not just about them, that it's about everyone involved, that everyone plays a part. It's not just them, it's just not their needs, it's not just their wants, that it affects other people, as well. That they can't just, take without giving back in return. Okay. So that's what I have for the reading. That's what wanted to come through. If this is your message and it resonated with you, I hope you'll hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll do that as well. All of that, of course, supports my channel in the smallest ways, just by helping my readings get out there to more people, so more people get the benefit of them. The people that need to hear it will hear it. That's the great thing. And it doesn't cost you anything. It just costs you a click, a click on that subscriber, click on that like button. And of course, if you want to leave comments, you're always welcome to do that. So what we're going to do, I've been doing this at the end of each reading now. Nobody said yes or no whether they like this or not. Maybe I need to pull one of these to see if I should keep doing that or not, since I haven't got any comments regarding it. But what we're going to do is think of a question, a yes or no question you'd like to ask the universe, and we'll get an answer, yes or no answer from them. It also has a little bit of I'm being told to flip the deck 180 degrees. Okay. If you haven't thought of your question yet, feel free to pause the video. But the answer to this question is a yes. Sunny outlook, blossom, open to divine inspiration. So anything that you're inquiring about is a yes, a positive yes, now keep in mind, I am being guided to tell you that this yes does kind of come with a caveat in that it is divine timing. Whatever that is, which is why it says open to divine inspiration. It is divine timing. So it's not going to be on your time. It's not going to be on your timeline on when you want it to happen. This is going to be when the timing's right, when the circumstances and the timing is right for this to happen. It will happen, but to have faith that it will happen. Okay, so that's where I'm leaving this reading. I wish you all the very best, and I thank you so much. Oh, I do want to mention that if there are any decks that I use in any of my readings that you're curious what they are, please leave a message down in the comments, and I will let you know what they are. Okay. If you want me to put them in to start putting in the descriptions, I can do that as well. Just somebody has to let me know that's what they'd like, and I can do that as well. So that's what I have for you. I wish you the best. Much harmony and gratitude to you, my lovely friends.